Hello students, I welcome you all for my today's class. So today we are going to discuss on another Artava Vyapat after completion of Artava Dushti. Another Artava Vyapat is there which is called as Artavakshaya. So today's topic we are going to discuss on the Artavakshaya. As this term is made up of two words, Artava and Shaya. Artava means the menstrual blood and Shaya means the decrease in the Artava is called as Artavakshaya. So let us start today's class. Artavakshaya. Here the Lakshanas and Chikitsa of Artavakshaya has been mentioned. So coming to the first Lakshanas or the clinical features of Artavakshaya according to different acharyas. So coming to the Lakshanas according to Sushruta Acharya. The Lakshanas of Artavakshaya according to Sushruta Acharya goes like this. Artavakshye yathochita kale darshanam alpata va yonivedanascha. So this is the quotation mentioned by Sushruta in Sharirasthana, and this quotation is important. You must by heart this quotation. So here the three symptoms of Artavakshaya or three lakshanas of Artavakshaya has been mentioned by Sushruta. First is the yathochita kala adarshanam, second is the alpata, and third is the yoni vedana. So yathochita kala adarshanam. So what do you mean by yathochita kala adarshanam? So on this commentator Dalhana gives commentary. He says yathochita kale means yathochita kale masi traya sravanam. Yathochita kale means the flow of the menstruation or artava, it should be every month and it should flow for 3 days minimum. So that is considered as uchita kala. So here what is the uchita kala? Yathochita kala means uchit kala, that is appropriate time. What is of artava is it should come every month and it should flow for minimum 3 days. But here the lakshana is yathochita kala adarshanam, that means the menstruation is unable to disappear or it does not appear in the uchita kala or in its proper time. That means either it is delayed, that means intermenstrual period is prolonged, because it is a case of Artavakshaya. So here the cycle is prolonged, that means it is not coming every month, it is delayed. Cycles usually it should supposed to come every month, but in this case it is delayed. So every month it is not coming because the Dalhana says it should come every month. Uchita kala means masi traya sravanam, but in this case yathochita kala adarshanam. Uchit kala adarshanam means absence of menstruation in the uchita kala, or menstruation does not appear in its appropriate time, or it is delayed, that means the intermenstrual period is prolonged, it is more than 1 month. Okay, so this is the first lakshana mentioned by Sushruta, yathochita kala adarshanam. Second is alpata. Alpata means less. So you can say, you can take either alpata, with the word alpata you can take the two things. One is either less in the quantity or less days of the flow of menstruation, both can be taken here. That is either the scanty menstruation, that means bleeding is not too heavy, and the duration of flow is also less than 3 days, because uchit kala is considered as the flow of the menstruation should be minimum of 3 days, but here it does not last for 3 days, that means the duration is less than the 3 days. So this is considered as alpata. And one more lakshana is mentioned, which is the yoni vedana, that is there is pain in the yoni or the vagina. So these are the three lakshanas mentioned by Sushruta Acharya: yathochita kala darshanam, alpata, and yoni vedana. Chakrapani opines that this pain is due to the aggravation of vayu caused by loss of artava, which fills the region. Here Chakrapani gives the commentary that why the pain occurs here in this case. So in case of Artavakshaya, why the pain occurs? So he clarifies by saying that because of the Artavakshaya, because of the loss of Artava, there will be aggravation of Vayu, and you know the Vayu is the main dosha involved in causing the pain. Thus the pain occurs in this case. Then according to Bhava Prakasha, in Bhava Prakasha, beside the above description, specific desires of the woman suffering from Artavakshaya has also been enlisted. So Bhava Prakasha, he gives a specific desires of the woman who is suffering from Artavakshaya. By seeing her desires, you can say she is suffering from Artavakshaya. This is a speciality of Bhava Prakasha. He gives certain desires of a woman who is suffering from this Artavakshaya. So the quotation of Bhavaprakasha goes like this: Artavasya swakale cha bhavastasya alpata athava va jayante vedana yonyo lingam syat artavakshaye katvamla lavano ushnani vidahini guruni cha falashakhani panani stri Kaksham Vatyartavakshaye. That means whenever the Stree is suffering from Artavakshaya, then in that case she has certain desires. What she desires is, she desires for Katu, Amla, Lavana, Ushna, Vidahi, Guru, Padarthas, or the food articles. She is desiring for the food articles which are having these qualities or these gunas like Katu, hot, Amla, sour, Lavana, salty, Ushna, hot, Vidahi, that is which causes burning sensation, Guru, heavy to digest food articles. And she desires Ushna Vidahi Guruni Phala Shakha Panani. That means not only the food articles, but she desires for the phala, fruits, shakhas, vegetables, and the drinks which are having these qualities. Okay, so the qualities, how the qualities is Katu Amla Lavana Ushna Vidahi Guruni Phala Shakha Panani means fruits, vegetables, and drinks having these type of gunas is a desire of a woman or the lady who is suffering from Artavakshaya. This is the specifically mentioned by Bhavaprakasha. Okay, so these also you can add in the Lakshanas of Artavakshaya. Then coming to the comments, this Artavakshaya has been described by Sushruta along with the clinical features of Shaya, decrease or in the amount of all the dosha, dhatu, padhatu and mala. So this is mentioned while mentioning the Shaya of the dosha, dhatu, malas, etc. Thus it appears to be a description of deficiency of Artava, which is an upadhatu. In other words, it is a description of estrogen deficiency. Estrogen hormone is very important feminine hormone. So in cases of estrogen deficiency, you'll find these type of symptoms. The fact becomes clearer if one reads the views of Chakrapani that it is a description of Artava, which is responsible for filling the reproductive system. Pain in vagina, which is a clinical feature described here, is sometimes noted in the estrogen deficiency. However, it is never present in the case suffering from hypomenorrhea due to the general debility or loss of the body dhatus. Kadu Amla Lavana articles which increases the Artava, thus the desire to consume these substances is probably due to the deficiency of Artava. So we have to consider here that is the Artava as a Upadhatu which is reduced, because all the symptoms are suggestive of those Dhatu, Artava as a Dhatu. Sheena Artava is one of the condition mentioned here which can be correlated with the oligomenorrhea, especially in cases of deficiency of Rasa and Rakta Dhatus, etc. Next, coming to the difference between the Vataja, Artadushti, Sheena Artava and Artakshaya. Causes here in cases of Vataja, Artadushti, we have seen the dosha is the main involvement. So Vata dosha is only involved. In cases of Sheena Artava, Visheshan of Vata Pitta both together. In cases of Artavakshaya, here the deficiency of Artava is the main cause, not the dosha. So here the Artava is reduced, not but the doshas. Then effect on the body dhatus, mild deficiency of Rasa and Rakta seen in the Vataja Artava Dushti, and mild deficiency of Rasa Rakta seen also in the Sheena Artava, whereas in cases of the Artavakshaya, no deficiency of Rasa Rakta, directly the Artava is reduced. Intermenstrual period is normal in cases of Vataja Artava Dushti, that is 28 days, monthly it is coming, and cases of Sheena Artava prolonged, that is more than 28 days. Also in cases of Artakshaya it is prolonged more than 8 days. Duration of menstruation is normal 5 to 7 days. In cases of Vataja Artava Dushti, less than normal in Sheena and Artavakshaya. Amount of blood loss is scanty in all these cases. And then color of the menstrual blood, it is light red or black in cases of Vataja Artava Dushti, light red, black, yellow, blue in case of Sheena Artava, and it is normal. See, this is the difference. Artavakshaya, in that case, the color of the blood is not changed, because here the Visheshan is not there, only the Shaya of Artava is there. Then character of the menstrual blood is also not changed here, but it is changed in cases of other two types, Vataja Artadushti and Sheena Artava. In that you will find the dry, scattered, frothy, Nilam Tanuruksham type of discharges in cases of Vataja Artadushti, and similarly light, scattered, frothy, non-octuous with purulent and putrid smell is seen in cases of Sheena Artava. Pain during menstruation is present in the Vataja Artadushti because Vata is the main dosha involved, and vata causes the pain in cases of vataja artha dushti. And shina artava, it may or may not be present, but in arthakshaya it is not there. Pain during the menstruation is not there, but pain in the vagina is there in cases of arthakshaya. Pain during menstruation is present, may not be, but it is absent in arthavakshaya. It present in arthavadushti, but it is absent in the arthavakshaya. Other local symptoms, in the other local symptoms you will see the yoni vedana in arthavakshaya, but here different types of other pains are seen in the vataja arthadushti, like pricking and piercing, toda bheda type of pains due to vata is seen. In cases of shina arthava, pricking, perforating pain due to vata, heat, burning sensation due to pitta, because both the doshas are involved in the shina arthava case, vata and pitta, whereas only the yoni vedana or pain in the vagina is seen is in cases of arthavakshaya. General symptoms includes the body ache, piercing and perforating type of pain due to vata in cases of the vataja arthavadushti, whereas different types of pain again is seen in cases of shina arthavadushti, but general symptoms are not seen in cases of arthavakshaya. That means it is absent. General symptoms are absent in cases of arthavakshaya. Comparable disorders according to Modern, the vataja arthadushti can be correlated with the oligomenorrhea due to nutritional deficiency or decrease in the rasa rakta dhatus, whereas shina arthava can be correlated with the oligomenorrhea due to hyperestrogenic condition due to deficiency of rasa and rakta, whereas the arthavakshaya can be seen again can be correlated with the oligomenorrhea, but here the cause is due to estrogen deficiency, or estrogen, which is considered as the female may important hormone, sexual hormone. So here the estrogen deficiency, because of that oligomenorrhea is seen. So these are the comparable chart of vataja, shina and arthavakshaya. Now let us start the treatment of arthavakshaya. So this quotation of arthavakshaya treatment is also important. The Chikitsa Sutra of arthavakshaya according to Sushruta goes like this. Go through this quotation. You have to by heart the quotations. Tatra sanchodhanam agnayanam cha dravyanam vidhivat upayogah. So this is a quotation. Tatra sanchodhanam agnayanam cha dravyanam vidhivat upayogah. So arthavakshaya should be treated by the two methods. First one is by the sanchodhana. First is the Sanchodhana, and second is by the use of Agneya Dravya Upayoga. So Sushruta has mentioned the line of treatment of arthavakshaya as it should be treated by the two methods. First is by giving Sanchodhana, and second by the use of Agneya Dravya or Agneya Dravya Upayogas. So here Dalhan commentator, he clarifies the meaning of Sanchodhana and Agneya Dravyas in details. He says that Sanchodhanam miham samanyam iti kechit, Sanchodhanam miha vamanam na vireka. He says with the word Sanchodhana you have to take only vamana, you should not be taken virechana or vireka. Virechana, and the reasons also is explained by Dalhana. Virechanena hi पित्तक्षय आर्तवस्य क्षय एव स्यादिति, वमनेन तु सौम्य धातु निर्हरते, आग्नेय धातु वृद्धे आर्तवम आप्याप्यते आग्नेयानाम. So he says that Dalhana, he clarifies with the word of Sanchodhana or purification methods, only you have to give the vamana or the emetics. You should be used, you should not give the virechana or the purgative, it should not be give. And the reason is also mentioned. He says that because virechana reduces the pitta, virechane pitta shaya artavasya shaya evad. So as you know, the virechana reduces the pitta, which in turn decreases the artava, and already artava is less in this case. And if you give vamana, it will be beneficial, because vamanena tu saumya dhatu nirharate, agneya dhatu vruddhe agne artavam apyate. That means if you give vamana, then it will be beneficial for this in this case, because vamana removes the saumya dhatus or substances, resulting into the relative increase in the agneya constituents of the body. Consequently the artava also increases. And here further he says, he gives the explanation of Agneya Dravyas. Agneyanam cha Dravyanam iti Tilamasha Sura Shuktadinam. So with the word Agneya Dravyas, which is mentioned by Sushruta in the Chikitsa Sutras, he has only mentioned Chodhana and Agneya Dravya Prayog. So Agneya Dravya Prayog, Dalhana commentator, he elaborates the meaning of Agneya Dravya Prayogas. He says that with the word Agneya Dravya Prayog, you have to take Tilamasha, Sura and Sukta. Tilamasha, Vine and Sukta should be used. Whereas the view of Chakrapani is somewhat different. Chakrapani says that Tatra Samshodhanam iti स्रोतो शुद्धयार्थम शोधनम तच्च वमनम विरेचनम च ऊर्ध्व अध श्रोतो शुद्धिकरतया विधिवत येनेन शोधनम पूर्वम उपयोगम मात्रादीनां योग्येन युक्तं दर्शयेत्. So Chakrapani's view is somewhat different from the Dalhana's view. Chakrapani says that by the use of the word Shodhana or the purifying measures, you have to take both Vamana as well as Virechana, because these are useful for the Srota Shuddhyartham Shodhanam. Srota Shuddhyartham Shodhana means Shodhana is beneficial to clear the channels or Shrotasas. By giving the Shodhana, the Shrotasas becomes clear. So emesis and purgation, that is Vamana and Virechana, clears the upward and downward directed channels respectively. That means by if you are giving Vamana, then it clears the upward channels. If you are giving Virechana, it clears the downwards. Adho Shrota Shodhana will be there. So both should be used, but you have to keep in mind the dose of the drugs for the purification and the fitness of the woman. You have to keep in mind the condition of the patient, matra, and the matra, that is the dose of the patient and dose of the drugs. These two things are to be kept in mind before giving the Sanshodhana, but you can give both Vamana as well as Virechana is a view of Chakrapani. And along with that, other treatments can also be given in this case, like treatment of Nashta Artava can also be given. And according to Kashyapa, he says Alpa Pushpam Anuvasya iti. Kashyap in the Siddhisthana, he says Alpa Pushpam Anuvasya iti. That means Anuvasanavasti can be used in cases of Alpa Pushpam is Pushpa here means the Artava. So here in cases of Alpa Pushpa, whenever the oligomenorrhea or the Artavakshaya is seen, in that case you Anuvasanavasti can be administered, is the opinion of Kashyapa. And substances prescribed by Bhava Prakasha as the desires of the woman should also be used. So whatever the woman is desiring, those substances can also be given. What are the desires of woman in this case? The woman is desiring of Katu Amla, Ushna Vidahi, Guru Phala Shakha Panani. So all those can be given to the woman who is suffering from Artava Dushta, which also is a treatment in one way. Then Shita Kalyanaka Grita, which is prescribed under the Pradara, can also be beneficial. So this completes the Artava Kshaya, which is one of the Artava Vyapad. So go through the quotations, try to by heart the quotations of Lakshana and the Chikitsa Sutra. Thank you.